Hey, not all of Mozart's paintings were perfect. Huh? That was beautiful, man. Hey, the end result, though, that sucker's gonna sell for $1 million. How about those cheese?
Do you know what's funny about what Andy Reid said?
What?
Not all of Mozart's paintings were classics.
Well, he was not a painter.
Right.
Right.
None of them were masterpieces.
Is that what he said?
Yeah,
I was like, I didn't get that. I was like, what
masterpieces?
Yeah. That's great.
Not all of a coach's sound bites after a game are masterpieces.
Not all of
either.
Da Vinci's songs were very good either.
You just have to be smarter than everyone in the locker room, and you're okay.
Right. Well, yeah, most guys were like, yeah,
all right, Mozart.
His paintings weren't that good.
But the Chiefs are looking good, and sometimes they win easily, and sometimes they win ugly. And yesterday was a struggle.
Yeah.
They need that. They need to be ready for what's coming. They have to go to New England and play the Patriots, and they're going to have to win that game if they hope to have New England come to Arrowhead Stadium in January with a potential Super Bowl berth on the line. Patrick Mahomes, though, and Mike Tirico pointed this out to me yesterday, 0 for 9 when throwing the ball 20 or more yards in the air yesterday, but they still found a way to move the ball.
They did. They still found a way. I think that's the encouraging thing. Because last year when we saw the Chargers on Thursday night or Saturday night, I can't remember, the Seahawks game on Monday night, the Patriots, of course, and he made a few big plays down the field against the Patriots. I don't want to take that away from him. But when teams took that away consistently, the Chiefs couldn't find ways to win those games last year. So I think that's the thing you take away from this. Let alone, I thought Andy Reid was just a hair more patient with the run game. And Mahomes was more patient and just not continuing to try to fire the ball down the field. He took what was there to be had underneath a few times and just kept drives going. I mean, this play is insane. The Harlem Globetrotters, Mahomes rolling to the right, throwing across his body, which is a no-no, and then Kelsey catching the ball and tossing it, which is a no-no, and McCoy, right? I mean, it's unreal. They're just so fun to watch. But the other thing we need to give them credit for, too, is their defense. Their defense this year is not a pushover. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's one of the great defenses in football, but they give them a fighting chance when the offense stalls out a little bit. And to cause 2 great turnovers inside the red area, Stafford fumble, and then was it Kenny Golladay fumbling and the return touchdown for Bashaud Breeland? Those were huge, major moments of the football game.
There were 6 fumbles in the game. 5 of them were lost. On the play from Travis Kelce, the flip to LaShawn McCoy, I talked to Kelce after the game, and he acknowledged that he was willing to do that in that moment because of the influence of Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Because we see Patrick Mahomes do things like that, take chances like that, and it's affecting the mindset of his teammates because they think we can take chances too. Now, you have to operate within the boundaries of your physical abilities, but Mahomes does it, and so Kelce sees the opportunity. He sees the guy there. Let's do it. And it's all inspired by the looseness with which Patrick Mahomes plays.
I mean, that greatness just bringing out more greatness than other guys. I mean, I get it. Ballers breed ballers, and that's what he's doing. They're all trying to kind of match his level, right? Like you talk about it a lot. Like that's what a quarterback has to do. And not only is he give them the confidence that, hey, we're going to get it done because he's super talented, but it is rubbing off. And then, hey, LaShawn McCoy, I mean, can we say something about him? Gosh, is he still good? I mean, just amazing what he can do in the pass game, run game. But, Detroit does deserve credit. That game was there to be had to win that football game. Matt Patricia had the proper game plan. They messed a few things up at the end. Matthew Stafford played phenomenal. I mean, we sat there and we said, whoa, I mean, he made some throws yesterday. We were like, I think he's adjusted to the culture change.
Yes, and he has adjusted.
Right?
And he had an injured hip. He was questionable.
Tough as hell.
Going into the game, they had 3 quarterbacks active, suggesting that maybe he wouldn't be able to get through the game. He's always been tough physically, and he was threading the needle. And it's a shame because that would have been the headline for today. If the Lions win that game, that's the first thing we're talking about. The Lions are 3-0-1, and they took down the Chiefs. And watch out for the Lions. They'd have been in first place in the NFC North. And look, now the challenge is don't give up. Here's Matthew Stafford still showing optimism after the loss to the Chiefs.
I like where we're going. We just got to continue to work. Just because won 2 games, tied 1, and got close on another doesn't mean a whole lot. We got to make sure that we're doing everything we can to win those games.
Look, I do like where the Lions are now. The problem is the Packers are 3-1, the Bears are 3-1, the Vikings are 2-2. There's going to be some tough games in the division for the Detroit Lions, but they show that they can hang tough against one of the best teams in the league, and that's going to give them confidence for those games.
It is. And Matt Patricia, is showing that he's a damn good football coach. He knows what's going on. I mean, he does. He formulates defensive game plans that slow down the Chargers, slow down the Chiefs, and they're running the ball on the offensive side of the ball. There's a lot of things to be positive about the Lions. Yeah, it's going to be a tough road ahead, but I like their chances to at least stay very relevant throughout the season.
All right, we're going to do our Monday draft when PFT Live continues right after this.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.